in. Kind of died on me. Here's Wazorek as Gabriel gets a break. Reed with a nice spin move to elude a defender in the backfield. Dropped by Riley Diner and others up across the 40-yard line. Dropped at the 42. Gain of 6 on Wazorek's second carry of the night. 40-7. MVP by 33 here to open the season. Buffaloes with 4.5 minutes to play, trying to get one more score maybe at least on the board. Woolsey Wessington has defeated Miller 50-0. Miller Highmore Herald. Didn't really expect that, but Woolsey Wessington probably is might be back up among the elite of the 9AA ranks again. Miller Highmore Herald still might be pretty good, but Woolsey Wessington is one of those teams that just could be that good. Buffaloes get a first down carry up ahead of the 49. Riley Boltzma in on the stop, 7-yard gain. I think that was Gabriel. Not a lot of new numbers on the field yet. A lot of these guys got to get in game shape. First game of the season. They've had their 10 practices. They've got a somewhat long season to go, but it'll be over before you know it. Out to the edge comes Isaac Cliff in motion. Here comes Wazorek again. Reed following blockers. Nice job on a first down gain into Mount Vernon Plankinton territory. The Buffaloes have not been in Titan territory very much since the first quarter. Wazorek with a gain of 4 to the 47 of the Titans. Second down and 6 to go. Just outside of 3 minutes left. Now 3 minutes exactly to go in the opening ball game of the season. Sully Buttes is up their lead in the near halftime or early in the second half. I believe I saw 24-6 up in Gettysburg. That went on KMLO FM 100.7. No gain this time for Reed Wazorek. Things will stay at about the 47 of Mount Vernon Plankinton. Well, we'll give them 1 to the 46 to correct. Run down all the scores. That was in the late second as Sully Buttes was leading Potter County. Cologne in the 9B ranks looks to be one of the better teams in the state once again as they destroy Centerville in a game that ended at halftime 72-6. Centerville is still in the process of getting their or reviving their football program. They had a state championship back in the 90s, though. Coming around the right side, a major push by Trey Jones, the sophomore defensive end, to spill Wazorek in the backfield and even all the way back to the 49 of Stanley County. Loss of 5 on this play. And the Buffaloes will have it 4th down with 10 to go. And they'll elect a punt. Brady Hofteser back to kick it away. Nolan Sampson, the deep man. This will be the third punt of the night by Hofteser. 4th, rather. Ooh, this is a big one. Sampson back deep inside his own 10, and it'll roll all the way into the end zone. So a 51-yard punt, but a 31 net by Hofteser. And we'll see if the Buffalo defense can stand their ground one time here with 1:14 left. Stanley County going to start the season with a loss on the road here in Mount Vernon, though. Mount Vernon Plankinton will go to 1-0. A little bit better than the season the way it started last year, 30-20 with that loss in Fort Pierre. 1:14 to play. We have a full recap and a full post game that'll include, once again, as always, a Bauman Lumber naming of the player of the game. Coming up in our post game in a little bit. High formation, Mount Vernon Plankinton will take a knee as they still have Hayden Hack in the quarterback spot. Good ball game by the Titans here tonight. And they look to be a pretty good team. I think, Trying to think of some of the conversations that we might have heard, but 11B ranks could be pretty wide open here. We'll see how good Winter is next week, but they've had some turnover. We've seen Bridgewater Emery Ethan, who lost in the Dakota Dome to Sioux Falls Christian a year ago, having their struggles in the first half tonight. Trailing Beersford, who, well, Beersford's been one of those teams in 11B for several years. They've been good, but they've had such a tough schedule, they haven't picked up a lot of wins. Of course, the big game tonight to open the season, Winter playing at Sioux Falls Christian. So once we get a chance to check scores, I guess we'll see where those two teams are at going to next week. But this one here is in the books after a final kneel down by Hayden Hack. Your final score is still 5 seconds to tick away, but your final score on the Wagner Auto scoreboard is going to be Mount Vernon Plankinson 40, the Stanley County Buffaloes 7. Wagner Auto Company of Pierre is the one place to go. South Dakota's oldest auto dealer with all their inventory online at WagnerAuto.com. 40-7 your final. A 1-0 start for the home team. The Buffaloes on the road fall to 0-1. We'll have a full 2-minute timeout and a full postgame coming up. Stay with us. And again, our Bauman Lumber player of the game, among other things, but a full recap coming right back as well. In 2 minutes, you're listening to Buffalo Football on 1060 KGFX and drgnews.com.
If your checking account earns little or no interest and charges you ATM fees galore, isn't it time for a new checking account? At Bank West, E-Plus checking customers earn a great interest rate and never pay ATM fees. Can your current checking account do that? Switching to E-Plus is easy. Visit us online at bankwest-sd.bank or work with a friendly staff at one of our convenient locations. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Bottom Line Welding Service of Fort Pierre proudly sponsors this broadcast, wishing the Stanley County Buffaloes best of luck in sports and all of your activities. Bottom Line Welding offers on and off-site welding services, conveniently located at 1304 North Waldron in Fort Pierre. Contact Tim Hughes at 223-2063. That's 223-2063 for all of your welding needs. Go Buffaloes!
McDonald's in Pierre is hiring. This is Stacy Lee, the general manager of the Pierre McDonald's. We are offering flexible scheduling, advancement opportunities, along with great wages. McDonald's in Pierre wants you. McDonald's in Pierre is looking to add more talent starting at $10 an hour. Plus, McDonald's Archways to Opportunity provides eligible employees online program to get your high school diploma for free. Tuition assistance up to $3,000 a year and scholarships. Apply online at mcdonalds.com/careers or stop in at McDonald's in Pierre.
Stanley County Booster Club members are proud to be a part of Homecoming Week 2018, September 24th through the 28th. Get in the Buffalo spirit. Decorating takes place Sunday, September 23rd. Then don't miss Coronation Tuesday at 7 o'clock and the parade on Friday at 2 o'clock, followed by the Whopper Feed at 5:30. And be sure to purchase your football yard lines for multiple chances to win $100. Yard lines sell for $20. Find details and follow along all school year. Just search Stanley County Booster Club on Facebook. The Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC.
Welcome back to Mount Vernon as this one is in the books, 40-7. The Buffaloes fall to the Titans. And again, Stanley County with their opening possession of the season, turning into a touchdown. 6 plays, 59 yards. Dylan Gabriel from 31 yards out. Reed Wazorek with a point after. They did lead 7-0 3 minutes into this game. But after a 3-and-out for Mount Vernon Plankinson on their first possession, they scored on their next 4 to close out the first half. A 63-yard touchdown for Weston Tobin, a 3-yarder for Tobin. It was a 48-yard touchdown pass from Hayden Hack to Riley Deinert on a very good keep-alive play by the quarterback, Hack. Hack had another one of those plays, and he turned it into an 8-yard scramble for a touchdown as well. All 4 of those touchdowns with 2-point conversions. The Titans led 32-7. At the half. Mount Vernon Plankinson had the opening possession of the second half as well, and things seemed to pick up where they left off as they picked up a couple of first downs, but once they got to the 39-yard line, after the first penalty for either team in the game was counted off, then Hayden Hack was picked off by, if I recall, I think it was Lathan Prince, but I couldn't quite tell on the far side of the field. I never did see a clear look at the number of the interceptor, but it was a good defensive play by the Buffaloes. However, 3 plays later, Stanley County, after picking up a first down, Riley Hannum kind of returned the favor, throwing out, looking for J.D. Carter, but this ball then was picked off by Riley Deinert, and if I remember correctly, and that set the Titans up at their own 49-yard line on the 12th play of the drive. However, they got all the way down to the 2-yard line but turned it over on downs, so the Buffaloes bent but did not break. They took over late in the third quarter at their own 4-yard line, and the first play of the fourth quarter, after no scoring was done in the third, the Buffaloes got an 18-yard pickup by Dylan Gabriel on 3rd and 12 from their own 2-yard line. So the Buffaloes at least had a little bit of breathing room. They got another first down from there, but then a 3-and-out. They had to kick it away. And nope, I take that back. Right, it was a fumble lost as I think it was Riley Hannum who got sacked at the 26-yard line. That's the way it was. And then he loses the football, and Mount Vernon Plankinton takes advantage. They go 26 yards in just 4 plays. They get a Jesse Hastings 1-yard run, and then he tacks on the 2-point conversion as well. With 5:14 left in the fourth, that made it 40-7. Buffalo's last chance on offense. Couple of first down pickups. A nice run for Gabriel to get to the 36. They got another first down out to the 49, but 3 plays later, another quarterback sack that pushed the Buffs back into their own side of the 50-yard line, and they had to kick it away. And 2 kneel downs for Mount Vernon Plankinton from their own 20-yard line ended this one in a 40-7 win for the home team. Stats are all in favor of MVP as well. They'll get 263 yards unofficially on the ground, with the way being led by Jesse Hastings, 107 yards on 19 carries. He finally got the touchdown that had eluded him earlier in the game with a 1-yarder to close out the scoring. Weston Tobin had 2 touchdowns among his 9 carries for 97 yards. Hayden Hack with 7 carries for 29 yards. Colton Tobin carries for 23 yards on 9 tries. Hunter Pranger, 1 carry, 7 yards. That's 263 unofficially on the ground for the Titans. They'll add 72 through the air on 3 of 6 passing for Hack. He did not complete either of his 2 passes in the second half. Obviously, the Titans able to do most of their damage on the ground. The Buffaloes were just unable to stop them. Titans were better at the line of scrimmage tonight. So Hack, 3 of 6 for 72 yards, had the 48-yard touchdown to Deinert, did throw the 1 interception, the only turnover of the night by the Titans. Deinert with a 48-yarder, Hunter Pranger with a 24-yard catch, and Colton Tobin with a catch for no gain. Just the 1 turnover, as we mentioned, 14 first downs picked up, and only 2 penalties marked off for 10 yards against Mount Vernon Plankinton. For Stanley County, they'll pick up 119 yards on the ground. Obviously, it started well, but offense then became hard to come by against a bigger Titan squad. Dylan Gabriel with 87 yards unofficially on the ground, 14 carries, did have the 31-yard touchdown, the only score of the night for Stanley County. Reed Wazorek picks up 16 yards on 5 carries. Isaac Cliff looks pretty good as a fullback when he's running the football, 10 yards on 3 carries. Riley Hannum only had 4 yards on the ground on 3 tries. Jaden Face, 1 carry for 2 yards. 119 on the ground for Stanley County. Hannum through the air throws 5 out of 10 for 46 yards. Had 1 interception, and he was sacked 4 times for losses of 25 yards as well, or for losses of 21 yards, so 25 yards of total passing offense. That's 144 yards of total offense for Stanley County. Buffaloes do not commit a penalty tonight, so if there's a positive in this game, I'd say that's the first place to look, although they did have the 3 turnovers, 2 in this second half. J.D. Carter caught 4 passes for 31 yards. Brady Hofteaser had 1 catch for 15 yards, but lost a fumble on the end of that play. So the Titans outgained the Buffaloes 335 to 144. Stanley County did have 9 total first downs in this one, as it is Mount Vernon Plankinton on top, 40-7. We'll take a look at all the scores that we have to pass along to you, but we want to get our Bauman Lumber player of the game. Coming up, we've got some decisions to make on the winning side of things. We'll tell you who that will be after you listen to a quick break and Bauman Lumber of Fort Pierre. And we're coming right back as you listen to Buffalo football on KGFX.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimate, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel,